Assalamu alaikum. In today's video we will see how to Assalamu alaikum. In today's video we will see the linear actuator. This is by Honeywell ML7420A 80AAT. This linear actuator is used 24 volt AC for the supply and switching to open and close the actuator according to the need. All supply we are using here is 24 volt AC. So let's get to the pin configuration. So let me show you. Here the first pin is position pin. And the third pin is ground reference pin with respect to the positioner. So this position pin will send 2 to 10 volt to the PLC to see where is the position of the actuator. And the fourth pin and fifth pin is 24 volt AC supply, line and neutral. The 1 and 2 points, this pin number 1 and this number 2 is used for direct actuating, which means if it gets supply, it will move down this actuator fully. And if we supply on 2 point, then it will move up the actuator. The motor is 24 volt AC, so we can't use 24 volt DC in this actuator. Further, this pin number 2, which is marked as Y, is used to provide analog operation. If we want to control the actuator in analog mode, like we want to open controller in 50% or 20% or 30% or 80%, then we can use this Y pin. Make sure that you must have to supply 0 to 10 volt AC supply, then it will work, otherwise it won't work. I can also supply 24 volt here to make it completely open or completely closed according to the setting. Now there are some switches, there are potentiometer, there are some switches. I will explain what is the function of this switch. These switches are used for auto tuning and for make actuator to use as normally open or normally close. Let me power on the supply. I have powered it up and you can see the green light is on. Both of the green light is on. Now the actuator is in downward, is at the downward, fully down. We are not supplying any of the actuating point. So if I push the second button for greater than 2 seconds, then you can see here it is closed, it is off, and now I have off both of the switches. Then you can see here the actuator is working. The actuator is working and it will move up fully. So if both of the light is off, then its normal position is on the top. If both light is on, then its normal position will be on bottom. So in this way we can use it as whatever we want to, according to our need, according to our process. You can see here it is moving up, and it will move up completely. Now it is stop. You can see here the motor is not running. This is the normal position when we are not supplying any of the point through which it actuates, and both of the LED is off. What is the potential purpose? Potential is used to set the downward and upward position of this actuator. Like the position is on, if I change the position, then you can see here the motor is running. It is not because something is linked with the potential, it is just to set the position of this actuator according to our need. If I want to set the position at something like in between 100 and 70, then I can set it through this potentiometer, and at that point it will stop when you supply on these point, when you supply on these and this point. Now it is stop. You can see here it is around 40%. If I move it again, to the same position, then you can see here it is moving and will stop on the top. So this potential is used to set the upward and downward full position. If I am supplying 10 volt, then what is the stopping position of this actuator at 10 volt? If I am not supplying any of the supply, then what is the position of this actuator at that point? Now the position is not on the full top. I have moved it further. Now you can see the motor is running. You can see the voltages at the positioner. It is like 2 volt when the actuator is on top, and it will show 10 volt at the bottom. So this voltages will go to the PLC, and you can configure in your program accordingly to which let you know the actual position of the actuator. What I am doing is I am now supplying this is the supply, 24 volt supply. I am supplying the 24 volt to one of the position. As you can see here, the actuator is on the top. Then I am supplying the I will supply the pin number 6 to move it down. This is pin number 6. As you can see here, this is moving down, and also you can see the voltages of the positioner. So both of the LEDs is off. When both the LED is off, then the positioner normal position will be on top. If both of the LED is on, then the positioner position will be on, the normal position of the positioner will be on bottom. So you can see here. It is moving. It will stop at the bottom. Now this is a 10 volt almost, and you can see here the actuator is off. Now what I am doing, I am just disconnecting the supply at the actuating, and I have disconnected it, and you can see just after disconnected the supply, it automatically moved to the original position, normal position, in which you have set these two switches. There is also option for the auto tuning of this actuator. When you will press both of the switches at the same time for greater than 2 seconds, then these both LEDs will blink and until it move up and again down, then the auto tuning process will be complete. It is moving up to the normal position. Still the actuator is running, the motor is running. Now it is stopped. Now if you want to change the normal position of this actuator, then press this button, and you can see here the LED is on, and also you can see the motor is running. Now I have not supplied the supply is disconnected. Actuating supply, this is the actuating supply, and you can see here the motor is running toward the, and make it to the down, make it to the bottom, which will be the normal position of the actuator. So in this way you can see the normal position of this actuator. Now I am going to show the auto tuning process. If I will press these two buttons for greater than 2 seconds, then you will see the LED will blink, and that's it. You can see here the LED is blinking, and it will actuate. It is going down, and then again move up to set the position of the positioner. This process you can do to check whether the valve is operational or not, or is stucking on somewhere. You can see the motor is running, LED is blinking, it is on auto tuning mode. Now it is stopped. As you can see here, the actuator is full bottom. Now it is going up again, as I have not supplied any of the supply to the actuating point. You can also see the positioner voltage coming from the position of this actuator. It is almost around 50%. This is the potential which is providing ohm to the card, and it is converting to the 2 to 10 volt. Now you can see the actuator got off, and the LEDs were blinking, and now it is off. Why it is moving? It is because we have set before the first LED, which is the position of the downward. Therefore it is moving again at the original setting in which we have set this actuator. So in this way you can configure the linear actuator of Honeywell, and you can use this actuator, or like if you want to fully open the actuator at once, and if you want to fully close the actuator, if you supply to these 2 points. And you can also use this actuator like an analog actuator. If you want to open it on 20%, 30%, 60, 80, 100%, then you can supply 0 to 10 volt AC on this pin. Then it will work as an analog. Thank you.